everyone, Connie here, and today we are going to do a yoga class. So right off, when I tell you that, I am not a certified yoga instructor. So the information that I have, what I've learned, from taking classes from other teachers, from doing DVDs, and of course, as a librarian, reading up on yoga. So if you are very involved in yoga, you will notice that I am not an advanced yoga instructor. But this is just for us to move in a different way than I've been doing with these classes. So I hope you appreciate that. So what we're going to do is just start off by breathing. Have one leg crossed in front of the other, and whatever you want to do with your hands, with your eyes open or closed, just breathe in and out. Breathe in the nose and out the mouth. And in and out. And in. Just your own cadence of breath, just your own depth of breath. The main thing we don't want to do is raise and lower the shoulders. That means we're breathing in the chest. We want to breathe, use that diaphragm, fill the lungs. We're going to switch legs. Use the other leg in front. So we want to make sure we're sitting evenly on our sit bones and breathe. And if you're familiar with the nose breathing of yoga, just go right ahead and do that. One more good breath in the nose and out the mouth. Okay. We're going to sit with our legs together. You can hold on if you want to. We're going to roll down onto the mat. All right. One leg is lengthened. The other leg is going to come to a tabletop position. So this is my right leg. I'm taking my opposite hand, my left hand, as I reach my right arm straight out from the shoulder, and I'm going to bring that leg as far across the body as I can. Maybe your knee touches the floor. Mine does not. And you're turning away, looking towards that long hand. Just breathe in and out. And in and out. Nice spine twist here. All right, you're going to bring that leg up, and now you're going to lengthen that leg out. Lift the opposite leg. That arm goes straight out from the shoulder. Draw that knee across as low as it'll go. If you have a yoga block, you could always put that underneath the knee. Turn away from that knee and breathe. Two more good breaths. And last one. Come back to the center and sit up. Now we're going to come to a standing position, the end of our mat facing our mat. We're going to reach our arms overhead, and then we're going to dive forward into a forward fold. Now, if we can't reach the floor, we can clasp those elbows. We want our neck relaxed. So we're not going to tip the neck up. We want it in the same extension. We want it as an extension of the rest of the spine. You can hold your elbows, or if you can touch the floor, go ahead and do that. Pull that belly button up and just breathe. Now we're going to do the same series throughout. It's called a core flow. Let's walk our hands out into a plank. Now, if planks are not for you, come down to your knees or back here where you're on your lower thighs. We're going to hold a plank. Just keep holding that plank just for a few more seconds. Then we're going to bend the elbows into a hover. It's like the hardest position that you can hold. Keep breathing. Come all the way down and tuck your toes. Hands next to the chest, upward facing dog. And you can even lift those thighs, lift those shins off. Back down, tuck your toes for a downward facing dog. So you're reaching your heels toward the floor, pulling the belly up towards the ceiling. All right, we're going to flow through that again. So plank. Remember, keep that flowing breath going. Hover. All the way down and tuck your toes. Upward facing dog. Either keep those shins down or lift up. Lift those shins off the floor. Come down, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. We're going to do that one more time. Just hold here for a few more seconds. Pulling that belly button in. And down to plank. Hold. Bend into that hover. All the way down and tuck the toes. Lift up. Tuck the toes up to downward dog. Now we're going to move into another movement here. So we're going to lift that right leg up. And this is the move that I never know how far my foot is going to go forward. We're going to reach that foot forward. And then come up into a warrior one. So this back foot turns out, bending that front knee. Lifting up, pulling that belly button in. All right, let's come back down to that downward facing dog. This time we're going to let our left foot come between our hands or wherever it will. Mine, I don't know, that's a hard movement for me. Reach it forward. Now lift up, up, up. Now we're just going to flow through a few warrior variations here. So we're going to come in. So that back foot is turned out. We're going to come into a right leg front warrior here. As straight and in line with the ears as you can get the arms, the better. All right, we're going to bring our arms down into warrior two, straight out from the shoulders, like you're reaching toward each wall. Stare at that center finger. And step back. We're going to work into that core flow sequence again. So we're going to walk out 4, 3, 2, 1, into that plank. Bend those elbows into hover. Keep that breath going. All the way down. Upward dog, lift up. Come down, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. And then we're going to go through those two warriors on the left side. So leading with the left leg. Stay here for a little bit. If this is intense for you up the back of the leg, you might bend your knees, kind of walk out with those knees. All right, big step forward with your left foot. Let's come up. Turn that back foot out. Pull that belly button in. Reach those arms as high as you can get them. Now open those arms. Kind of sink down in that front leg. All right, we're going into side angle. So you put your forearm on your thigh, lift that arm up. Now this is your basic position. If you want to progress, you'll straighten that front leg, not blocking it. Try to reach to the inside of that ankle. Gets pretty intense on that inner thigh stretch. Come through and back. We're going to do that core flow again. So we're going to walk out 4, 3, 2, 1 to that flank. Bend those elbows. Hover. Really getting into those triceps. Come down. Untuck those toes. Lift up. Back down. Tuck your toes. Lift up to that downward facing dog. You're going to step through with that right foot. Turn out that other foot and come up into warrior one. Hold it and breathe. Pull your belly button in. Reach out. Maybe deepen that lunge. Forearm to the thigh. Lift up. Remember, if you want to go further into that right angle, you'll straighten that front knee. Don't lock it. And reach your hand towards the floor. All right, we're going to bring our arms through. All the way back. Walk 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the plank. And lower slowly. Halfway down. All the way down. Bye. Okay. All right. Sorry, got a contractor in the house. Upward dog. He's just leaving for the day. And you tuck your toes. All right, we're going to do the two warriors with the angle on with the left leg leading. So big step forward on that left leg. Lift up. Turn out that back foot. Reach. Hold that belly button in. clasp that middle finger. We're going to do that core flow a couple more times through, kind of sprinkled through here. Side angle, lift. You can straighten, but not lock that front leg. Reach down as far as you can. All right, step back, reach up, and walk those hands out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember, come down to your knees as needed. Bend. Work those triceps. All the way down. Tuck those toes. Upward dog. Down. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. All right. We're going to do a crescent lunge this time. So we're going to take our right foot and bring it through and keep that left foot pointing straight ahead and reach up. And we're going to set up here for a warrior 3. But we're going to stay here for just a moment. Reach those arms forward. Now, transfer your weight to that front leg and maybe lift it up. Whoa. You're getting ready. When we're done with this, slightly bend your supporting leg. Come back to the mat for your last core flow. Reach up and down. And walk, 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 hold. Make it your best one yet. Pull in with your belly. Bend those elbows. Use those triceps. And all the way down. Toes are untucked, lift up. Tuck your toes, lift all the way up into that downward dog. Now we're going to do the crescent with the warrior 3 on the left side. Then we're going to come and do a few things on the mat. All right? So big step forward with that left leg. Keep that right leg parallel with the left and reach up. Hold that belly button in. All right. This is where it gets hard. Warrior 3. If we have to stay here with the toes on the floor, that's a perfectly legitimate place to go. One more good breath. All right. Let's just come to the mat and do a child's pose. We love child's pose, don't we? Reach your fingertips out. Knees are open, toes are together. Two more good breaths. All right, we're going to come up to a hero pose and do some thigh lifts. So, we're sitting on our heels. We're going to reach our arms up and lift up and down. Four more, lift up and down, and 3, and down, 2. Last one. And down. All right. We're going to come to the cobbler pose, which, to be totally honest with you, this is my worst area, muscle area for getting any flexibility. So I can't just sit here because I can't hold my legs down. So I'm going to gently press down with my elbows so I get the stretch in the inner thigh. Pulling that belly button back. All right. Raise up. We're going to lengthen one leg out. We're going to do what's called a seated tree pose. So we're going to flex that foot, reach our arms up, and then pull that belly button back and reach for that foot as far as we can towards that foot. So lengthening all the way up the back of that leg. Four more. 3, 2, one more. Good breath in the nose. And other side. Lengthen out. Reach your arms up and dive forward while you're pulling your belly button back. And hold as low as you can on that leg. All right, I'm going to sit lengthways on my mat into boat pose. So this is a lot like the teaser in Pilates, so I'm going to kind of teach it that way. You can start by holding behind your thighs. We're going to lift each leg one at a time. Now, if you can, reach one arm away, pulling your belly button in and up. If you can, raise those arms up by your ears. Last challenge is to raise those legs and hold. Pull that belly button in. And circle those arms around. Bring your feet to the mat. All right, we're going to do some spinal articulation. So bring your feet in where they're comfortable. We're going to start by tucking that seat up and roll up bone by bone and hold this bridge. Just be thankful for your spine. It's been holding you up not only today, but your whole life. We usually only notice our spine when it's doing something that's painful to us, right? So tuck that seat, roll up. Balance kind of on the back of those shoulder blades, back of the shoulders. And roll down. All right, just as we did in the beginning, we're going to lengthen one leg out. I want you to notice if there's any difference when we do this spinal twist. So opposite hand to the outside of the knee, same arm as that leg is going to reach out, and you're looking towards that arm as you twist. And lift that knee up, straighten that leg out, lift the opposite knee, opposite hand goes to the outside of the knee, Same hand goes out at shoulder height, looking over towards that straight arm. All right, come back. We're going to end with the corpse pose. So, a corpse does not have any way to fight against gravity, right? So, it's not a nice thing to think about, but we want to physically just relax into the mat, no resistance. So let's start with our heels. Our feet are just kind of relaxed out. Heels on the mat. Your calves are nice and relaxed. Your thighs are relaxed against the mat, and your glutes. Release any tension in that lower spine. Continue to breathe nice and deep. Your hands, your palms are facing up. There's no tension in the fingers. Your triceps are just melting into the mat. Your breath is just nice and relaxed. Your upper back is relaxed. The tops of your shoulders are down away from your ears. The backs of your shoulders are resting onto the mat. Your face is relaxed. There's no 11 lines creased between your brows. Your cheeks are relaxed, your chin. Breathing nice and full breaths in and out. All right, I'm going to lift my opposite knee from the front of the screen. Bending both of them now, and pressing my top hand into the mat and slowly sitting up. Well, I hope that was an okay yoga workout. Like I said, nothing that I'm an expert in, but something that I do enjoy, and hope that you got something beneficial out of it this week. And just keep looking on Fitness Fridays until we're able to have live programming in the library. We'll be trying to bring you a new workout every Friday. Take care until then. Thanks.